Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's government is battling multiple corruption allegations lobbed by the BJP. From the Mysuru Urban Development Authority scam, which is the Muda scam, to the Valmiki scam, and now to the row over diversion of SC/ST funds for guarantees. While the BJP is demanding Siddaramaiah's resignation, the Congress has responded by asking where is the proof. Remember, B.S. Yediyurappa-led BJP government in the past as well faced several corruption charges. So is the BJP now playing the reverse corruption card in Karnataka? And will Siddaramaiah be able to checkmate the BJP? First the story and then I bring in the guests.
A stormy Karnataka Assembly session playing out, with the BJP trying to corner the Siddaramaiah government over a multitude of issues, the corruption plank topping the list. Responding to the charges by the National Commission for Scheduled Castes, the Karnataka government has denied any diversion of funds. Remember, NCSC issued a notice to the Karnataka government over what it claims is a decision to divert 14,730 crore rupees from funds meant for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes to drive Congress's guarantee schemes.
कर्नाटका सरकार हाईकमांड का कांग्रेस पार्टी का एटीएम हो गया। राहुल गांधी आप पूछिए कर्नाटका में एससीपी टीएसपी का पैसा किधर गया है? कर्नाटका में एससी एसटी का ये सब प्लान का पैसा गारंटी में गया है।
Instead of being progressive, they are trying to interfere in states' matter. What business do they have in how we use our funds? Where is the violation happened? Has there been any documents that have been released?
Apart from the SC/ST fund diversion charge, BJP is also gunning for the Siddaramaiah government over the Muda scam and the alleged siphoning of funds by Valmiki Scheduled Tribes Development Corporation.
It's the responsibility of the Chief Minister to bring back the money that has been looted. Bharatiya Janata Party is demanding that Chief Minister, on the moral grounds, he should resign from the Chief Minister's post.
The entire allegation is on them. We will show them. It is everything has started, all irregularities have started, the BJP rule. There is nothing in our government.
Just before the assembly session began, Karnataka's former Minister for Tribal Affairs in the Siddaramaiah cabinet, B. Nagendra, was taken into custody by the ED in the alleged 87 crore rupees Valmiki Corporation scam that came to light after a death note by an employee of the corporation, which comes under the state government. All these scams have given enough ammunition to the BJP from Delhi to Bengaluru. Facing a tough challenge, the Congress has organized a meet at a Bengaluru hotel on Thursday evening. This 10-day session may see an extension considering the impending political face-off. With camera persons Kumar and Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
So what next for this government, and how will the Congress be checkmating the BJP, and can they really do so? Joining me on the show, Abraham TJ is the anti-corruption activist. We also have B.S. Arun, senior journalist. Prashant GS is spokesperson of Karnataka BJP, and Samrudh Hegde is spokesperson of Congress. Mr. Hegde, beginning with you. Given the nature of these allegations, which are very, very serious in nature, and the demands which are coming in from various bodies, say, for example, in case of Muda scam, that is the Mysuru urban development allegations, the Farmers Federation is demanding a judicial probe. If your government have nothing to hide, then order a probe.
Is that directed to me, Maria?
Yes. Mr. Hegde, okay, that's for you.
Yes. So firstly, I'd like to highlight two essential points in the beginning before I start my defense. Firstly, I would like to remind your viewers of the 50-50 Yediyurappa-Bommai government, which ran a 40% show with unprecedented levels of corruption. the Karnataka current government has inherited a plethora of scams from the BJP which are being unearthed every day. Secondly, I want to highlight and reassure that contrary to the modus operandi of the BJP, the Congress has been prompt in its action and has ensured immediate impartial investigation.
Like?
A probe has been immediately, an independent commission has been constituted under a former High Court judge for the Muda scam. With respect to the Valmiki Bank allegations, an SIT has been constituted, multiple FIRs have been registered, the CBI have been investigating the matter, and now without any ECIR, the ED also have been have entered into the picture. So there is prompt action taken, investigation is ongoing. Now coming to the current scenario, the BJP is grasping at straws and they're trying to fabricate and concoct fairy tales because they do not have any material.
Mr. Hegde, all this is best left for elections, because during election you made all sorts of allegations against the previous BJP government, and that was one of your biggest plank, that Mr. Siddaramaiah will be leading an anti-corrupt, a corruption-free government. But that is not really the case here. You are facing allegations of corruption and you cannot put it on your predecessor anymore. No. I think you have much to explain right now. Prashant GS, just respond to that and then I bring in others.
Yes. Maria, firstly, we have a Balak Buddhi Neta in Delhi for Congress and a Scam Buddhi CM, or you can call him a Scam Ramaiah. Because the man who is a champion of so many budgets and other things has budgeted to make so many scams and has ensured that his wife has benefited so much that under the Muda scam, and the property now according to him is worth 62 crores, and his election affidavit in the past does not show the market value then. And that is one scam about Muda. And the second one about the Valmiki scam, which is 187 crores, the Scam Ramaiah, that is the CM, on the floor of the house, has accepted that, no, it's not 187. We have only have a scam about 89 crores. He's accepted on the floor of the house. Whether it's 187 or 89,
but nevertheless,
he's accepted that there's a scam and probe is happening. And in so far as the SCP TP funds are concerned, 11,000 crores in the previous year and 14,000 crores later, which means 25,000 crores of the funds earmarked for welfare of SCs and STs in Karnataka have been diverted for the guarantee schemes. And the flimsy reason that Congress is giving is even the beneficiaries there are SCs. But I want to remind them that what was touted as a general scheme applicable to all classes of the society, you cannot now use the funds meant for SCs to say that you will fulfill your guarantees.
Samrud, I'm going to come back to you for a clarification from you. Because if SC/ST funds are being diverted to fund the implementation of the various guarantees which brought you to power, then this is clear case of mismanagement. If you did not have the funds, if you knew that the state doesn't have the funds, then why make those promises is also the question. But before that, B.S. Arun, I'm coming to you. You have to be patient on my shows, please. Samrud. B.S. Arun. B.S. Arun, politically speaking, one corruption charge after the other. Is it in the realm of allegations, or do you think the present Siddaramaiah government will find it difficult to explain as to how these funds are being diverted? In a case, it was also perhaps allegedly used to fund elections in Telangana.
Maria, just before that, I want to make one point here. Karnataka governor, he made a speech that was to the assembly. It was virtually the speech given by the Karnataka cabinet in about a year back, July 4th, 2023, to be specific. He said, corruption has become so entrenched in our system that for many reasons, it has become almost institutionalized. Eradicating it is a major challenge. I seek your cooperation to meet this challenge and root out corruption. The government will take all necessary administrative and legislative measures in this regard. The governor said a year ago, 1 year and 10 days back to be exact. But the tragedy is now forget, taking administrative and legislative measures. I think the institutionalization of corruption is continuing. Sorry to say that instead of, giving a clean government, Karnataka government is now employed in two corruption cases. and one of which I don't know, there is not clarity as far as the Muda allegations are concerned. But as far as the other Valmiki, ST corporation goes, it's very clear. The money has been diverted to so many accounts, and the government, after so many weeks now, has not come clean on this. Although the ED, the CBI, and the state SIT are investigating into this. So that is one part, and Karnataka government has to now come clean as to what exactly has happened. First, it said in both the cases, it said there is nothing, that we are not involved in all that. Then the Minister Nagendra went on to give his resignation. As far as the Muda case is concerned, Chief Minister washed his hands off, immediately after the allegations came. But now he later instituted one inquiry by the officers and now by a retired judge. So this goes to show that not everything is clean in this government. The government, the party which made the PACM allegation against the BJP, which 40% commission and all that, and that became a big plank for the elections.
That really is the irony of Karnataka, because the government which came to power had actually ran a full campaign on PACM, and now it's the Chief Minister himself who's finding it difficult to explain his own position. So lots to explain. Is there an attempt at cover-up is the question that I want to ask Abraham. Abraham, given the nature of details which have come out in the public domain, is there a sense that there is an attempt at cover-up? Because if you look at it, it says that 88.62 crore of the total amount was moved to various accounts belonging to well-known IT companies and a Hyderabad-based cooperative bank, among others. This is what that was written in the suicide note of the accounts superintendent.
See, now I'm not going to get into a political debate here. As far as corruption is concerned, I would place both the BJP and the Congress in Karnataka on the same level, because you had corruption when BJP was there. The same legacy continues with Congress, and I don't know. As the journalist mentioned there, the governor's address is very perfect. I fully agree to what the governor said. It's going on. The legacy is going on. Now, I would be specific. My reaction is, from what I have gathered, from the figures, facts and figures we have gathered about the Valmiki issue, it's a crystal clear fake transfer of money from government accounts to private accounts and distribution of that money to the various people to convert it into black money and get it back to themselves. It's a beautiful, fantastic case. It's an open and shut case. Nobody can ever cover it up. There's no way. There are cases where you can cover up. But in this case, I don't think it's impossible to cover it up. Okay, it's a clear-cut corruption matter. Theft, I would say, not even corruption. I would say theft, absolute theft of government money. Now, the second part is the Muda. Muda, I will not be able to comment on the entire thing. I have not done my research on the whole Muda scam because that's too big and I don't have the time for that. But then I have focused on the allegation against the CM, and I have material to say. In this case, it's again a fit case to be investigated by any investigating other agency. And they will come to know because the facts and figures are on paper. Okay. Now, there's nothing that he can do to cover it up. The allotment of sites to the CM's family is per se absolute corruption, illegal, ineligible.
Okay, Samruddh, while you can have a political blame game play out with your fellow politician, but here is an anti-corruption activist, a senior journalist who has made their assessment of the present situation. Many say that in these particular two cases, it's an open and shut case, and the level of allegation is taking the entire money trail to the Chief Minister's doorsteps.
Maria, I need 2 minutes to address all the allegations made, and I need to explain the Muda allegations against the Chief Minister. Now, there has been, as admitted by the Muda in a resolution.
Okay, let's have Samrud and Mr. Abraham on the screen, because Mr. Abraham, please respond to after what Samrud has spoken. Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. So there has been a land acquisition of the wife of the Chief Minister, of land belonging to the wife of the Chief Minister, to the extent of around 3 acres and 15 guntas of land. There has been and a layout has been formed. And this is not just with the Chief Minister's family. Hundreds of families, the Muda has acquired their land and layouts have been formed, and not as per the Land Acquisition Act. So what has happened? The Bommai government in 2020 formed a 50-50 scheme where they would compensate the people who have lost such lands with giving them with other sites. Now, this was brought by the Bommai government. Immediately in 2021, after a request was made, the Bommai government allotted 14 sites in compensation to the land acquired of the Chief Minister's wife. Now, certain land is there that has been wrongfully acquired, and formed layouts have been formed, and in compensation of that, alternative sites have been given. The Chief Minister has categorically said that if you do not want to give me the alternate sites, give back the original land or compensate as per the Land Acquisition Act. So where is the scam? Secondly, coming to the diversion of funds, there is an STP Act which was brought in by Karnataka, which was brought in by Andhra Pradesh, which specifically, and there's something called deemed expenditure under Section 7D. So everything has been done as per law.
Okay, Mr. Abraham, just respond to the point that has been made.
I have to be allowed to complete. Coming to the Valmiki scam, where they're saying it's an open and shut case, we don't know from when this diversion has happened, from when funds have been removed, to whom they have been given. 161 accounts have been seized. So there's an SIT. There is a procedure as per law. Law should take course. For you to come on a debate, sir, and say that, at the face of it, there is a scam, there is a huge scam. So
okay, Mr. Abraham, respond,
which is why an SIT has been constituted, which is why the CBI is investigating. So let the investigative reports come out. We will take prompt action. And there is no scam of Muda. There is nothing, as I said, I explained to you, there is no scam. Okay. At the face of it, there is no scam. Despite that, an independent committee has been formed.
Mr. Abraham, let him respond now, Samrud.
I appreciate the zeal of Samrud, but let me caution you, you do not have the facts and figures with you. Okay, you're talking to somebody, you're addressing or you're countering somebody who has facts and figures and who does research.
Place it before the committee. Place it before the committee.
Please, Mr. Samrud,
Mr. Hegde, you have to be patient.
Have the learn the manners of being on a panel, please.
Yes.
So you're a young man, please learn. Maria, this property that we are talking about, which is supposed to be belonging to the Chief Minister's wife, was initially notified in the year 1992. Okay? And then the compensation was decided for that property, and the final award was given on 30/3/1998. 45 days later, note this down, the compensation is decided, award is decided, and 45 days later, the land gets denotified when Mr. Siddaramaiah is the DCM of Karnataka. Now, this poor Dalit or the SC/ST man in a village whose land gets denotified, is it possible for him to come to the secretariat and get his land denotified? It will be difficult for a person like me.
Who
imagine that guy. Please, you hold your, I never interrupted you. You do not know that I can also interrupt. No, sorry.
Sir, 1998, whom did the land belong to? Whom did the land belong to in 1998?
It did not belong to you.
It did not belong to Siddaramaiah also.
If you don't understand the English, please learn English. So the land was denotified. Subsequently,
who did it belong to, sir? Answer the question.
Maria, I'm answering to you. The people who are watching the show, they would have understood that the land in the name of that man the Dalit person in Mysuru, it was denotified in his name. And I asked the question, is it possible for me to get it denotified in 45 days? It's impossible. But it happened because Mr. Siddaramaiah had already gunned for it. His family had already targeted that land.
When was the land given to his wife?
Okay, next part, please.
I'm coming there. Please wait, hold your guns. If you don't have the figures, hold your guns. Now this land gets denotified, and Maria, what happens is the Muda people, they take over this 3 acres and 17 guntas of land. They develop the land. They form a layout. They make sites, roads, everything is done. And they distribute sites up to 2004. Distribution of sites is happening, and nobody knows about it. Now, after this distribution, the land gets sold to the brother-in-law of Mr. Siddaramaiah. By whom? I will not go into the. I will tell you that the poor man. Now, for the sake of the argument on the channel, the poor man's family sells it to Siddaramaiah's brother-in-law in 2004. And what has happened by then? The entire land has already lost its shape. The topography of that land has changed. It's developed. Sites have been. Don't laugh, man. You want me to give you the names of the people who have got the sites in that land which was developed?
Please. Give the
You want me to read it out?
Okay, you can take that conversation offline because I've just enough time for comments from others as well.
Now, next, madam. Next, what happens is mysteriously, this man, after the purchase of the land by the brother-in-law, this person whose name was not there in the Pani just lands up there, and then the sale deed is given to the brother-in-law. The brother-in-law goes in for a conversion of land. Now he is the owner. Conversion of the land is going to take place. When does the conversion of the land?
Okay, so you have a lot of details. I can clearly see this. Prashant, just a quick word from you. How is the BJP planning to pursue this besides press conferences, which we are seeing happen regularly, of your Karnataka leaders?
We have already taken out protest, and we also saw how undemocratically Congress stopped our leaders in marching towards Mysuru. They were the ones who were talking about freedom being curtailed of people and that they were not allowed to protest. They stopped our leaders. Despite that, the leader of opposition and our former DCM Ashok Narayan could move in a goods vehicle, reach Mysuru, and could do that dharna there. And even inside the Vidhan Sabha, I can assure you that we are not going to let this scam Buddhi, scam Ramaiah escape this time. He is answerable on the floor of the house. And as BJP, we will ensure that we take it to a logical end. And till such time Siddaramaiah does not resign, we are not going to let him off the hook at all. Because everybody is involved in the Congress in scams, and we are not in a position to let them off the hook.
The BJP clearly here is B.S. Arun up in arms against Mr. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister himself.
Can I have 2 minutes?
Sir, I do not have 2 minutes on the show. So let me get Mr. B.S. Arun. I'll have you again on my show soon, Mr. Abraham. Yes, B.S. Arun.
Yeah, what is the question, Maria?
Yes, so now that the BJP has upped its ante, there are one corruption case which is coming in the public domain after the other. Is it becoming untenable for the government, and who in the government in particular?
No, not really, I feel, because it's just 1 year that the government has spent. And, it has a long way to go. But the fact is, the government must show to the people that it's interested, it's serious about the administration. And to, come clean on these allegations, it has to ensure that there will be no such corruption charges in future. It has to give a clean administration, ensure that proper, allocations are made. And also, there is a lot of doubt among the people that the various allocations made for other programs are being diverted for the guarantee schemes. So that the government has to come clean on that also. So there is a lot of the government's hands, and it's already the people have given a warning through the election results, so the Lok Sabha results, that government must mend ways and give a proper administration. That's what the people of Karnataka want. instead of involving themselves in scams and other things. There is time still. There is time, and the government will have to treat the future days very cautiously and give a proper administration to the people. And also, Maria, recent price rises. There have been fuel price rise, milk prices.
Yes.
Guidance
and that is also being said to be funding the government schemes or the guarantees which they made.
All these things are putting people against the government. Government has to be careful if they want to give a proper.
All right, let's see whether it stops here or will it be further amplified or how will it really pan out in the next few days. Thank you so much for joining us, Samrudh, Prashant, GS, BS Arun and Abraham TJ. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.